Today we're going to talk about what we can learn from some of the best players in the world. There's so much technology now. We have the ability to get everyone strapped in 3D and we have the ability to take 50 of the best bunker players in the world and see these parameters of their setup and their speed and their club face angle, their backswing and their swing direction, and all these detailed ideas. So what a lot of experts do is they take all this data and say, 50 of the best bunker players in the world, on average, this is how they set up, this is how much they open the club face, this is how they're swinging, and they go back and they try to teach everyone that. And frankly, I disagree. We're missing. There's a very important question that we're not asking. I believe we should ask the 50 best bunker players in the world, whether they're on the LPGA Tour or the PGA Tour, whether you're male or female, and say, you're one of the 50 best bunker players in the world. How would you teach your son or daughter, your 8-year-old son or daughter, or your husband and your wife that's now starting golf? Like, how would you teach them how to hit a bunker shot? I think that information is much more valuable than how some of the best players in the world do it. And I think if you asked a Jon Rahm or a Jordan Spieth, like, hey, like how do you hit a bunker shot, and you're kind of a beginner, you're new to this, they'll say, well, why don't you grab something that resembles a sand wedge, something with an S on the bottom. This is my sand wedge, and take a normal stance, whatever normal means. Club face might be a little open, and I think they're gonna say, well, like, take it half to 3/4 of the way back, half to 3/4 of the way through, hold your finish, and let's see what happens. Try to hit somewhere behind the ball. You're not really thinking about how much. All that stuff doesn't really make sense to you yet. So if you're standing there, pretty square stance, club face a little open, you take it halfway back, halfway through, you hold your finish, it'll look something like that. So when you start talking about, well, I saw so-and-so set up and they've got the club face wide open, it's all about speed, and and I think that's just a very advanced way how some of the best players in the world are hitting it. You don't want to ask the question, how are they doing it? Since they're the best in the world, you want to ask the question, how would you teach someone else to do it to become good? So it's a different perspective of how I use the information, or how I like to portray the information of what we can learn from some of the best golfers in the world. Hope this video helped. We'll see you in the next one.